Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here, and it is great to see you tonight. And tonight, I'm very, very excited. I'm wearing my ninja outfit just for the occasion, and I'm gonna introduce to you another awesome product. And the name of the product is called the FB Ad Maker, Facebook Ad Maker. So as the name implies, this is a ad maker for Facebook advertising, right? Facebook ads. So if you are not into the Facebook ad right now, you need to pay attention to this interview with the product creator Neil, because he's going to teach you how to spend very little budget and make a lot of money, right? That's what we all like, right? And it's fast, and so if you are into SEO, on free traffic, all that stuff, that's all great, but you need to learn how to using this Facebook ad to kind of increase more traffic, and in case Google have another animal updates, and so you not have to worry about that. Hey, you know, if the Google traffic dries up, you still got another traffic comes in. And you're also going to see how to testing, you know, see if your page converts before you spend all that 6 months of SEO and then find out, hey, my page doesn't convert. That really, really sucks. It happened to me before, so I know exactly how that feels. So so kind of, you know, you learn from it, get smarter, you send it, you know, spend like $10, $20 testing. Hey, this thing converts well, let's put some more money and time into it. Let's rank for the long term and all that good stuff. So you need so as a smart internet marketer, you need to have a short-term strategy, which is using paid traffic, you know, and target paid traffic, and versus a long-term strategy, which is SEO, and get the thing ranked, and you know, for the long term you're gonna save a lot of money, right? So you need to learn both, okay? So in order to get the penny per click and 20 cents, less than 20 cents per click, you need to have one thing that you must have, is to keep testing the ads, the image specifically, and that is what this software does. It gives a variation of a different image for you to test all that stuff. So there's entire science and technique behind it, and that's where Neil comes in to share with us today, okay? All right, so by the way, this software actually works with the both PC and Mac. Yeah, I love it. I have both, so yay. So that's why I want to kind of promote this. This is made by Adobe, and I think you're really, really gonna like this, okay? So stick around, watch the demo video right after the interview. It's like 2-3 minutes long, very, very easy. Very, very short for you to view. And by the way, this thing is alive. If you're in a hurry, want to go grab it right now, make sure you click the link above, or click on the e-cover, or there's a link below this video as well. So just go check it out, go grab it. It's under $10. It's awesome, it's cool. But in the meantime, keep smiling and enjoying the interview. Learn lots of cool techniques from Neil's, how he was able just to, you know, spend very low budget, $10-$20, and make a lot of money out of Facebook ads, okay? All right, so this is your friend Han. Keep smiling. Until next time, I'll be talking to you soon. Yay! Cheers! Hi, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your friend Han here again, and it is great to see you. And today I'm very, very excited to have Neil Napier back here with us again. This time he's going to teach us some awesome stuff about Facebook ads, and most importantly, why you should start to, if you're not on Facebook ads yet, why should you start to learning about Facebook ads, and what is the most effective way to marketing on Facebook, okay? And a lot of people are doing wrong, not seeing results, and he's gonna actually at the end of this interview, he's gonna introduce another awesome software of his that's gonna make your process of uploading ads, test different ads, a lot easier. And one of his OTO is an exclusive training of his, gonna teach you how to take an ad, directly go to an offer, instead actually go to the long process of building a fan page. I know a lot of you doesn't want to do that, and that's probably a lot of you doesn't want to start with the Facebook ads, but he's going to actually have a course inside his special offer. He's going to talk about in this interview, going to actually teach you exact step how to take an ad, go straight to offers, instantly make some money for you. So before we get into all this, let's kind of take a few minutes to learn how Neil started with the internet marketing, but most importantly, what did he do exactly to achieve a level of success he has today, just for those who hasn't heard from him before. Neil, so could you please kind of share your unique internet marketing story with us today?
Sure, Hanfan. Thank you once again for having me here. So the thing is, like, I've mentioned this to quite a few people before, and everyone asks me, like, how did you get into internet marketing? And it's a very, very common question. See, my story is actually quite similar to the story of a lot of people who are actually watching this right now, because I was actually in a job. I was working 9 to 5, as a software developer, software analyst, and I was quite happy with how I was progressing. But back in 2010, because of the economic recession and whatnot, my job was made redundant, which meant that, I was quite comfortable in my job and I was earning good money, but suddenly they told me that, hey, you don't have a job anymore. So I really had to come up with new ways to make money. So a friend of mine actually suggested to me that, hey, why don't you take a freelancing? Why don't you write for someone because you write well? And I thought, hey, okay, I can do that. I can write. So I'll start working for someone. And I did. I mean, I was getting paid $8 an hour to begin with, sometimes even $6. And that's not a good number. It just, I was used to working at $25, $30 an hour, and going back to 6 or 8 just wasn't enough. But I said, okay, I'll wait a bit and I'll improve my skills and I'll do some more with sort of writing. So I got into copywriting. So I started writing more high-end sort of, sales and marketing kind of material. And I'll tell you this, it paid better, but still I was working for someone. I mean, I was still, getting up at 9 o'clock in the morning and kind of sitting down in front of my computer and saying, I have deadlines to meet and I have to get this done. And I still like the challenge of it from time to time, but I moved into Facebook marketing because that gave me much more freedom, that I wanted to do whatever with my time. So I could wake up at 12 o'clock in the afternoon or 1 o'clock in the afternoon and start with my day and still end up in profit at the end, rather than wondering that, hey, do I have to return this piece to someone soon or not? So I still work with some very, very high paying clients, but Facebook is where most of my focus is, and it works for me really well. Awesome. I like it.
Awesome. So what was that kind of mindset switch? I think you went from a like a worker type of mindset to an entrepreneurship kind of mindset, because you basically was trading time for your dollar, right? And which is, you're not getting really many results out of it. And then you kind of figured out, hey, maybe a light bulb went off in your head. I need to leveraging my skills by not trading the time for the money. And what was that aha moment, and how did you make that switch?
I have to tell you, Han, that the transition was difficult. All of us have been conditioned to work for our job and to work for someone else and to live a very, very comfortable life where everything goes to plan, but it doesn't. And when you get shaken up because you lose your job or you lose your only way to make money, then you think of it this way, that, hey, either I go find another job and keep doing this for the rest of my life, or I take control, I take charge of my own destiny, I do what I can to become my own person, to become my own man. And that's what I did. When I lost my job, I came back home and I thought that, hey, this is really sad, but I got to do something about it. And I asked my friends, what can I do? And they said, do freelancing or do whatever you can do, but don't go back to that. And I realized how toxic it was to actually work for someone else and get paid what they decide. Not what you want, but what someone else decides. And when I realized that I would rather earn what I want than what someone else would pay me, I realized that the opportunity was so big.
I think you kind of you get paid higher for probably the same ability that you had before. But once you get into the entrepreneur side of it, you kind of see why they're paying you such wage, because there's a whole other world worries and other things to concern about. But being on the both side of the coin, I still love the freedom that being an entrepreneur you have. You kind of control your own destiny instead of someone else controls that. So I'm sure you probably feel the same way.
Yeah.
So let's talk about why is it important to marketing on Facebook. I think a lot of my friends here are focused on SEO, focused on video marketing,
Sure.
and focused on other aspects of internet marketing, which they are important. I mean,
Sure.
But why? How do you integrate Facebook marketing as a part of maybe traffic generation method to add more revenue, add more traffic or visitor to the sites or the offers or building a list? Why Facebook?
Sure. I'll tell you this, when I first started marketing online, I started with Google SEO and video marketing, and they work really well. Credit to them. If you do it right, it works really well. If you don't, then you get average results, and that's quite commonplace. But I do have to say that yes, these things work, but they take some time. I mean, you have to strategize 6 months in advance and hope that no one else overtakes you by then. So that's one thing I really like about Facebook marketing, that when you run Facebook ads, you are able to see results instantly. So I still, when I speak with my clients, I still tell them that, hey, don't give up on SEO. It is important, but before you start seeing results with SEO, test your campaign, test your website with Facebook ads. Just make sure that it's working for you, because I'll tell you this.
Yeah, make sure the website of the offer is converting. A lot of people made a mistake, worked their butt off for 6 months, and when they find out at the end of the 6 months, the website doesn't convert and nobody buys anything,
Yeah.
And then there's like big disappointment. So why not figure it out ahead of time,
Yeah.
Make sure you got to maximize conversion first, then do all that hard work of SEO and all that great stuff. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to jump into
No. You're right. I think you make a very valid point. And I'll even say that sometimes the ads work so well that you don't want to go back to SEO. I'll still say, have that as a long-term plan, but do test your campaign, test your website, that when people actually go there, they're willing to buy. Because like you said, what you don't want is 6 months later, you still haven't made any sale. So you don't want that wasted effort. It just doesn't work. But the good thing about Facebook advertising is not only can you direct people to your own website and make sales there, but you can also drive them to affiliate offers. You can also build up a list. You can drive them to CPA offers. Basically, whatever you want to do on the internet, you can do with ads. And I'll tell you this, Han, that traffic is the most important part of anything we do online, okay? Without traffic, everything is lost. And we were talking about this earlier, a few weeks ago, but if you don't have traffic, everything stops. No matter how good your website is, if you spend $2,000 on it, but if the traffic isn't coming, it's a problem. And that's why I like Facebook ads, because it allows you to basically open the tab whenever you want and close the tab whenever you want, and you are within a budget. So if you say I'm only going to spend $5 today, you only spend $5. If you want to spend 20, you only spend 20. So it's totally up to you, and that's why I like it. I mean, we were talking about a job and entrepreneurship. Let's put it this way. Ads give me the freedom to do whatever I want to do. I'm in control. But if I'm doing SEO or if I'm doing video marketing, it's Google that's kind of leading me around and telling me that, hey, if you change something tomorrow, you might lose rankings. And I just don't want that risk. I mean, it is a big risk if I want to run a consistent business. So it works long term, but ads really give me a short term view on how things are going. And hey, whenever I want to stop it, I can stop it and move on to something else that works better.
Right. So so for those who listen to this, the kind of takeaway from this is once you mastering SEO, once you mastering any kind of traffic source, just don't stop there, because that traffic source, especially is controlled by somebody else, might dry it up instantly, overnight. Who knows what different animal change Google is going to have next, and so you need to don't stop there, but learning other traffic source generating skills, and I think Facebook ads is like a beginning of a Google AdWords back in the days, because it's really cheap. People are thinking about pay advertising had to be like $200 to $2,000 and to buying ads, all that stuff to get results. It's not really true with the Facebook, because I heard a lot of people spend as little as $5 a day and getting tremendous great results out of it. And part of that to keep your ads costs down is the fact that you have constantly testing different type of images, testing ads, headlines, and can you talk about the importance why you should test ads, and what is testing ads involved of, and talk about what is CPM, what is CPC, and maybe kind of talk about that case study we kind of talked about before the interview as well.
Sure. First, I'll attest to the fact that, when Google AdWords first started, a lot of people got into it because it was cheap, and it was cheap to drive traffic, and they made a lot of money. I mean, really, they made a lot of money, and that is where Facebook advertisement is at right now. The ads are really cheap, the opportunity is big. I've seen people getting 1000% ROI. You know, my students get more than 500% ROI when they run ads. So really, the possibilities are really, really big. But like you said, there is one harsh reality that, you know, if you let one single ad run for a month, eventually people will stop paying attention to it, and this is what we call the ad blindness. You know, it's a technical term, but what it means is that if you see the same thing again and again and again, you'll stop noticing it. And that's the problem. Facebook market is so dynamic that you have to keep creating new ads all the time. And you know, that's why the results are so big. If you become lazy and if you say, well, I don't want to create an ad, you know, this week, then results will become slow. So what I recommend to my students as well is to test different ads against each other. Find the best one, because each ad can be profitable, but some ads can be really, really profitable. So it's good to find an ad that is really good. And you know, a lot of people also ask, like, should I drive traffic using CPC? Should I drive traffic using CPM? Should I have a fan page? I would say yes, have a fan page. It is good because it helps you get cheaper clicks. But if you're driving traffic outside of your website, go for CPC. Why? Because when you're doing that, you have some idea of what kind of return you will get per customer who hits that page. So say you have tested out a funnel, and you know, Facebook ads, like I said before, help you test out a funnel. But if someone goes to your website, you know that for each visitor that you get, you make $1, right? Now, if the ad costs you 99 cents, it is still profitable, but not enough. But if you can bring down this cost to say only 9 cents, you've basically now made 91 cents for every time someone lands on your page. You know, you've got a big margin. And that's why I like Facebook ads, and that's why I look at CPC, because CPC means cost per click, and you know exactly how much you're spending when someone goes on your website, so you don't get surprised. But when I talk about fan pages, when I talk about keeping traffic within Facebook, then CPM is better, because CPM is cheaper. At the same time, the conversion, you know, you're keeping people inside of Facebook, so you might not be able to sell that easily.
So I think you probably need to explain a little bit about difference between CPM and CPC. What the difference is, like,
Sure.
definition wise.
Good point. CPM means cost per million, but you know, it refers to cost that you have to pay for every 1,000 people that see your ad. So say impressions,
not people, impressions. How often they flash the ads?
Yeah, exactly. How often they flash the ads. So it's cost per impression, cost per 1,000 impressions. So when that ad is shown 1,000 times, you'll be charged something like 20 cents or 40 cents automatically, right? But CPC means cost per click. So when someone clicks on an ad, then you'll be charged only when someone clicks on an ad. Now I'll give you an example. Say if I have a fan page called Marketing with Neil Napier, and I wanted to brand my name, it would be much better to run CPM, because people will see my face, they will see my name again and again and again and again. Okay, what that means is that I will spend some money, but it won't be as much money than what I would spend if they clicked on it. Because if I wanted to, say, drive people to an offer or build a list, I would go for the cost per click option, because then I know that every time someone clicks, you know, I have to pay for it. So it becomes more realistic for me to actually use.
Okay.
So less surprises, you know, in that.
Okay.
So
Makes sense.
like I said, yeah, if you're driving traffic outside of Facebook, then cost per click is better than CPM. But if you want to keep traffic inside of Facebook, and if you want to build a brand, if you want to market yourself, then CPM is much better.
Okay. So let's talk about that one case study that you kind of mentioned, how you able to tweaking and get the cost down.
Sure. When I first started Facebook marketing, I was paying 72 cents, 75 cents for a like. It was way too expensive. So I thought I had to do something about it and bring it down. And you know, I tried a few things. I worked on it, and I managed to get it down to 20 cents. But I knew that I can take it down even further. So what I did was I took my best performing ad, okay? I duplicated it 3 more times. And each time I changed the image. So now I had the same headline, same copy, but with different images, okay? I sent this into Facebook and tested all 4 of them again. And one of the ads won. I mean, I got my click-through rate, you know, so my click-through rate increased by, I think, about 100 or 150%. and my cost went from 20 cents to 10 cents. It was good. I mean, I was already seeing better results within 1 day of testing, but I knew that I could do it better. So I took this winning ad back into my, back into Facebook, and I duplicated it 3 more times, and I changed the headline. And when that was done, I took it back into Facebook, ran the whole thing again for a day. I didn't spend that much money. I spent, $5 on all of these ads. But, within a day, I knew which ad was winning. But I thought I could still do better. I was paying 5 cents a click, 5 cents a like, and I knew I could do better. So I took this ad back in again, and this time I made small changes to the copy. Again, duplicating it 3 times, making changes to the copy, put it back into Facebook, run it again. I mean, I spent about, I think, $15 to $20 doing all of this, and in 3 days, I had brought down my cost from 20 cents to 2 cents.
Oh wow! Oh wow! Oh wow! So, and for those who are, trying to understanding this is when you're testing ads, you're gonna test a couple of factors, and if you want to jump in as well, you gotta test the header. You gotta test the image. You gotta test the copy, which is a little blur of words down below the title or the headline. And also another factor you need to test is timing, because people are living in different time zones, and depends on what product you're marketing. There's more often you're gonna get more return ROI on your investment if you display the ads on certain time frame. And you have to test also your demographic, all that. There's a whole bunch of things you can test, and there's other small way to do. More advanced marketer does this is targeted marketing. You can specifically say, I want to display ads because this person had this email. I mean, you can get extremely targeted ads to the people. That's kind of more advanced stuff. And
I'll give this free tip right now. Sorry, Han, but I'll give this free tip for your audience. But say, you talked about demographics, and if you don't know what demographics your potential customers are in, here's what you can do. Find the biggest site online, the biggest authority site for any niche that you want to target in. So say we're talking about, pit bulls or animal safety, for example. We're talking about animal safety. If you want to target those people, go to the PETA website or go to the RSPCA website and take that website and put it into a website called Quantcast. So it's QUANTCAST. Put that website link into Quantcast, and Quantcast will tell you the demographics that go to their web page. And once you have those demographics, you can simply use them in Facebook again. So basically, if you have the age, say only women between the age of 35 to 55 go to PETA or RSPCA, then you know that you only need to target these people. So already your advertising costs will be much lower.
Yeah, because I think the more narrow you can get, the lower the cost is going to be. Because you really want to talk to the people who want your stuff. You don't want to display ads to everybody in the world. It's just a waste of a marketing dollar. So let's kind of talk about the next question here is what are the problems that you were facing when you're trying to do testing different ads or trying to do like Facebook ads campaigns?
Sure. I'll tell you this, when I first started split testing my ads, it was a problem because I had to create an ad, then I had to duplicate it and then change it and create another. It basically took me 5 minutes to create each ad. And honestly, that was a big waste of time. I wanted to do things faster. Another problem is that sometimes I only want to use a certain slice of the image, or I want to add some borders to it, or I want to, just make things easier for me by testing one thing against each other. And if you're doing it by hand, if you're doing it manually, the process is way too slow. And, like I said, being an entrepreneur means taking shortcuts. It means doing things faster. And that's the problem, that when you're doing this manually, when you're testing one ad against each other, the process is very slow. And because the process is slow, you can get frustrated and actually end up wasting money, because you're like, okay, I'll let this run for like an hour at $5, but you only need to run it for, say, half an hour or even less time. So that's the problem with running these ads, that people, it gets too complicated. Because if you want to use multiple images, you have to go out there and grab these images and you have to slice them in one way or another by using Photoshop. You have to add borders. The process is just way too complicated. I mean, ads work, but as it currently stands, if you want to test out a few ads, the process takes way too long.
Yeah, and I totally understand that. Like, I think even people have, if you're not graphic artist or doesn't know how to use those image software, you're gonna have a problem creating those just one single ads. It gets so frustrating. It's like, well, what's the pixel size? What the heck is all that means? And how do you put that little square, on the border and all that stuff? So, there are some, software I've seen in the past month out there that kind of does this, but the first one I saw, it's like very expensive, like very high monthly fee too. I was hoping to have some cheap solutions, and I think you just came out with something kind of amazing here. Can you talk about your own solution for this?
Sure. I have to say the reason this solution was built was because, like you said, I suck at graphics. I'm not good at graphics at all, and I didn't want to waste any time creating multiple ads inside of Facebook, and that would basically take me hours. So when I spoke with my development team, they said, okay, we can create something for you, a solution that would work for you right away. And I said, okay, show me what it is. And they created it, and I liked it so much. And then I looked at the competition online, and it was just way too expensive. So I thought that, hey, if this solution works for me, if I'm getting benefit from it by reducing my advertisement cost by 90%, I'm sure others could use it too. And that's why I thought that, hey, why not show this solution to everyone? Why not let people decide if they can use the solution and really bring down their cost of advertisement so that they can start making money straight away. So we created a solution called the FB Ad Maker, and what it basically does is, based on the headlines or the copy or the images that you enter, it allows you to create multiple ads quickly. Now it works on a mathematical formula, like say if you have 2 headlines, 2 copies and 2 images, you basically, when you click the generate ad button, it gives you 8 ads. Okay, if you have 4 headlines and 4 copies and 4 images, it'll give you 64 ads. And you can take all of them, or you can take some of them, and you can decide whether you want to test them or not. And the good thing is, what took me 3 days to test before, so I had to keep bringing stuff back in. It took me 3 days worth of my time and $15. Now I can do it for $5 and within 5 minutes. And I think that's the best thing, that basically we've shrunk down the time it takes to create all these ads into 5 minutes.
Yeah, okay. That sounds freaking awesome to me. So let's talk about this magic software of yours. Let's talk about the name and the time of the launch, and what exactly are they getting inside front end first?
Sure. Well, the software is called FB Ad Maker, and we launch on, I think, depending on when people see this, it might already have been there for a day, but it launches on Thursday at 3 p.m. EST. So that's when we launch, and the launch will only be open for 3 days. And we want to keep it for a short time because I have other commitments as well. I mean, I have my offline clients and my online students as well, and I want to continue working with them. So we wanted to keep this short and punchy so that people could get. And here's the thing, Han, that when I looked at the software that was online, it was really expensive, costing over $100 a month. And I just thought we had to...
Talking about the same product as the one I've seen before, yes.
Yeah, we are. And I wanted to keep the cost really down. So what we did was we created this Adobe AIR software, so it works both on Mac and PC. And basically what we're offering is we're offering the standard version of the software, which starts at $7 and goes up till $9.95. Okay, so in that standard version of the software, you can create ads very quickly. And hey, if you're struggling to find images, or if you're struggling to find the perfect headline or the copy, I am a copywriter. What I did was I actually already created these ads for you. So as part of the standard software, you also get done for you ads in 5 niches. Now these are offline and online niches. We've combined them so everyone can benefit. So basically we give you 5 images, 5 headlines and 5 copies in each of this niche. You can put them into the software that comes with it, and you can spit out 125 ads immediately. That's how powerful this is. So basically done for you ads. You don't need to do anything. Everything has been created pitch perfect for you. Just create those ads and run however many you want. Find out which one works best for you and just go with it.
Awesome. So let's talk about the OTO that you have as well.
Sure. So we decided to also give people an upgrade option where they can get more design templates for the images. So the standard version of the software has 7 templates. The OTO version has, I think, about 22 as of now. And what that means is that you can create even more different unique kind of ads if you wanted to. Okay, so you can basically wrap around different kind of borders around your images. And we're also giving 5 licenses to that upgraded offer, because I realized, when I spoke to a lot of people, they said, hey, we usually get our outsourcers to create everything for us, or we have 3 Macs, and you would know, you've got a lot of computers.
Yeah.
So for someone like you could basically use all the 5 licenses and install them on all of your computers and give them to your outsourcer as well. So we're giving away 5 outsourcer licenses of the upgraded software, as well as 15 more done for you campaigns. So in the standard version, you got, as a bonus, you got the 5 campaigns. In the upgraded version, you get 15. What that means is you get 15 more offline and online niches, and in each of them, you can use what I've given you, and you can create 125 new ads.
Oh wow! So let me ask you one quick question.
Sure.
And how many license is in the front end offer? Is it just 1, or is that 2, or?
Front end is just 1, because we wanted to give it to people who just want to use it for themselves.
Okay. Yeah. Just want to be clear, because
Sure.
some people are gonna ask me that.
Sure.
And I believe you have another awesome OTO for those who really want to study how to really make money with the Facebook ads.
Mm-hmm. Now, I have to say, this took me some time to perfect. So, when I tell you this, trust me, I've tried this and it works really well. But a lot of people who get into advertising want to make money quickly. And I understand, I did as well. Now I'm at a stage where I can do it. So in this training, what I'm actually going to teach people is how to drive traffic from these ads straight to an offer and make money with it. So no need to wait on a fan page, no need to wait on, you can create your list as well, and I'll talk about that in the training. But what I want to focus on in the training is how you can drive people straight to an affiliate offer, or straight to a CPA offer, anything, or even your own product, and start making sales right away. So there, it all comes down to having the right copy, having the right image, and targeting the right people. And I tell everyone about that, as to how they can very, very quickly, instantly make money by driving people to any website that they want to.
So literally, as soon as you click, as soon as the Facebook approve you, you're probably going to see some kind of sales comes in with this technique.
Exactly, and I see that quite often. Like, Facebook approves, and sometimes they take time to approve. They're a bit slow, but within an hour, I see sales hitting my PayPal, and that's the best thing about this technique that I want to teach everyone.
Okay, so what I think for just want to kind of dig this just a little bit more here, and
Sure.
I think people might want to ask this. What is it? How do you know when you need to build a fan page and trying to get them likes and get people sharing fan page? And how do you know when to just go send directly to the offer? How do you make that decision?
Sure. See, you have to think about it from your business standpoint as well, that if you're getting into something for the long term, if you want to build a brand around it, then build a fan page, because then you would need a fan page with 100,000 likes, for example. But if you sense an opportunity, say in affiliate marketing, if you want to drive people to a fitness page right away, an affiliate offer, it makes sense to actually link straight to the offer, then create a fan page around it. Because these are very, very quick offers, they're available now, and suddenly tomorrow the market would reject that. So what you really need to do is you need to drive people to these offers as soon as possible, and that's where you shouldn't build a fan page. Okay, but fan pages are good, and I'm actually going to, in the training course, and I'll tell this now, in the training course, I'm going to teach people a secret technique by how they can use a dummy fan page to drive people to an outside link and still get cheap likes. So if you drive people to an outside link, it might cost you 75 cents or $1, but if you keep them inside of Facebook, it'll cost you 20-25 cents. And I'm going to show you how you can still send people to an outside link, but only spend 20-25 cents.
Awesome. And can you talk about, kind of leak out the price for both OTOs, kind of what they're expecting to get? I assume they're on dime sale as well, right?
Sure, yeah, they are. So the standard version of the software with the 5 done for you ad campaigns, that comes at, it goes from $7 to $9.95. So the upgrade option, where you get 5 licenses as well as the upgraded offer and 15 done for you campaigns, that goes from 37 to 47. Again, it's a dime sale. And the final upgrade option, it's available at a $1 trial for 7 days, and after the 7 days there's one rebill of $97. And this is a live webinar training, 3 webinar trainings, where people can get in and they can pitch me any questions that they might have.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that's gonna. If you learn this stuff, you set up one profitable campaign that you paid to sell. So yeah. And I think the price you ask for is kind of ridiculous because compared to what other people charges. But so for those who are watching this, please take advantage of this because I haven't seen similar software in this price range. It worked with both PC and Mac, so that's kind of amazing. So yeah, and let me just ask you one last question. For those who kind of listen to this, are very interested in getting the Facebook ads and definitely want to get your software, but they kind of have a little bit of hesitation here. So what exactly makes your software special? I mean, how is this, in other words, how is this different than other solution or similar software out there? What makes this stands out, and why should people get it, and most importantly?
Sure. Well, for starters, we have developed the solution for Adobe Air, so it works both on Mac and PC, and a lot of other softwares just won't give you that capability. And the good thing is that the interface is so simple and intuitive to use, so as soon as you see it, you'll know what to do. I mean, I have training there, everything is explained, but as soon as you see the software, you'll start running with it because you know exactly what to do. We wanted to keep it simple. I mean, even it's much simpler than the Facebook platform itself, Facebook ad creation platform. And we wanted to keep it simple and easy to use so people can enter whatever they want to enter and they can see results right away. So, what I would say to people is that, guys, this is a very, very simple software, comes with a 30-day, no question asked refund guarantee. Use it, create your own ads, see what happens, and if you don't like it, just let me know and we'll get you covered.
Awesome. That's awesome. So for those who are very interested at this, make sure you kind of click the link above, and the I think it's that way. And always opposite, the e-cover besides here, you will actually go direct to the sales page, and by the time you watch this, and grab at this low price, and tomorrow I will be actually sending my exclusive bonus and review for this. So if you do decide to purchase tonight, make sure you clean your cookies first and then collect the links, and send me back your receipt. I'll be happy to send those bonus to you. Neil, I think I got all the questions I need to ask you here. Thank you so much for sharing so much content here today with us. Do you have any final words before we leave here today?
Thank you, Han. Yeah, just one thing. Like I said before, this software was originally made for me, so I value this very much, and we're going to keep updating this because I use this every day. So it is as important to me as it is to everyone who's watching this. So guys, you've seen my products before. Just to kind of let you know that we'll keep updating it, we'll keep adding new things to it, and we'll even give you some awesome training with which you can start running with ads right away. Awesome.
So and for those who are still with us right now, I forgot to mention is we are going to show you a quick demo video how this thing works, so you get some idea. Or you can simply just clean your cookies first, click the links above or below me or besides me, whatever you got. and go to the sales page is also on that as well. So yeah, and guys, thank you so much, and Neil, thank you so much, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you soon.
Thank you, Han. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hi there, this is Neil Napier, and I'm going to give you a quick walkthrough of FB Ad Maker. Now, FB Ad Maker is quite an easy to use software. It's very intuitive. As soon as you look at it, you would know what needs to be done. So I can put in multiple headlines here if I wanted to, put in multiple text, multiple copies, as well as images. And what FB Ad Maker will do, it will spit out, it will combine all these ads together, and it will spit them out, okay? So you can upload content from file. All the screen tips are here, so you can do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly fill in these headlines just to show you how the software actually works. So I've already prepared these headlines, and if you are using this software, then you would notice that I've also given you these headlines and these subjects and the images as part of the Done For You campaigns. Okay, so I'm going to put in all of these headlines. So I've got 3 headlines there, 3 text, and I'm going to upload images as well. So let's go to the dentist and let's go for this one. Let's go and pick another image, and let's go and pick just one more. As you can see, I'm making these ads very quickly. I mean, it's not taking me a lot of time to actually get everything done. And here I can actually select the image as I want. So I select this and I can put, say, a frame around it. Click here, save, and I can go in and then I can edit this as well. In this case, I can put dotted if I wanted to. I can change the color to be something different. Let's remove the text in this case, or let's say anything, toothbrush. Okay, I'll save that, and in this case I won't do anything. So what I have is 3 headlines, 2 pieces of text, and 3 images. Now if you were doing all of this by hand in Facebook, it would take you much longer time. You would spend 5 minutes creating a single ad. But what we have done here, and let me give this a custom URL. Let's send this to fbadmaker.com. What I've done instead is I put in 3 headlines, I put in 2 pieces of text and 3 images, and look at what I get. When I click on the generate ad button, I get 1, 2, 3, let me see, 4, 5, 6, 6 by 3, I get 18 ads just with one click. The best thing about this software is that I can export all of them, and I can run all of them and find out the ad which is giving me the best response, and then I can continue running that. So I could either select all and then deselect some of them, say if I don't want to run them, or if it doesn't make sense, I can deselect them. I can even preview them and see what they would look inside of Facebook. So you can see if I was on Facebook, this is what the advertisement would look like, to a viewer. So I'll close this, I'll go proceed to next, and basically I'll just enter simple things that even Facebook requires you to enter. Dentist leads, call it dentist leads, campaign budget, let's say it's $5, let's put it to active, CPM, ad max bid would be say, put it 250. Is for each ad status is active, targeted setting, let's target between 26 to say 48. Relationship status doesn't matter, education status doesn't matter, country is US, gender, all, interested in all. Now what that does, when you create these ads, and let me create them for you right now, I'll click on export ads. It basically creates all these ads and put them in the export CSV document and zip document. I can export both of these and I can import them with a couple of clicks inside of Power Editor. And if you buy this software today, you'll see all the training inside. So I'll show you how to import everything into Power Editor. I'll show you how to edit it thereafter. Okay, so this is a very quick walkthrough of the software. Once again, I'll take you back through the steps. We've added headlines, we've added text, we've added images, and we can even import headlines and text by clicking this button. But everything works seamlessly. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this demonstration, and I hope you get in on this very quickly because the price is rising. Neil Napier here with Karthik Ramani. Bye.